Hi, this is Mr. Gabriel Elo, and today I'm going to talk to you about my flipped classroom lesson that I will be administering with my English 10 class. I have simply created a Google Classroom, which is on the Google website. You just scroll down and you will find Classroom right here. It'll take you to a separate page, and you just have to choose your account that you want to use it to. And as you can see, I already have an account right here, and I posted this earlier today. Good morning. Today we will talk about propaganda. By next week, we will have a project and you will present in class. So I'm going to add something here, which is an assignment that is ungraded because it's just going to be a document that I'm going to add, which will be helpful for students to take their notes on. Once this is up, propaganda, please use this document, take notes during the presentation about propaganda techniques. Make a copy for each student. There we go. So what I did with making a copy for each student, that means if they're signed in, they will each be able to get a copy of this and edit this themselves. And this is the presentation on propaganda. As you can see, I will be giving them the definitions, propaganda, information, especially of a biased, misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. The second definition is information, ideas, or rumors deliberately spread widely to help or harm a person, group, movement, institution, nation, etc. There are 7 propaganda techniques. There's name calling, and I will give the students a few minutes to write this down. Glittering generalities, and another few minutes to write this down. Transfer, testimonial, plain folks, bandwagon, and card stacking. So here is a student sample of the document that they have. There we go. Put this up. So the student has written down both definitions, and the student has also written down the 7 techniques and their definitions. Now I do have a activity. So the students have to analyze the following advertisements and based on our definitions and your own knowledge, identify which propaganda technique best fits the ad. Provide a rationale for each selection. The students may create a table on their document if that makes it easier. Otherwise, simply number each ad and type it in your response. This is the first one. I give them a few minutes to write down their answer and write down the rationale and I give them the right answer, which is this is bandwagon. Because Mr. Aaron Rodgers is a pro quarterback advertising a pizza. So this activity is not graded. I am just showing them different sorts of propaganda techniques that are used. This is generally just for the students to have some practice and awareness of the different techniques used at every ad, and kind of to show them that some ads can have different types of techniques that are being used at the same time as well. So this is the fourth one, it's the fifth one. I'm just going to show you very quickly. So for my students that are unfortunately not in the class today, they will still have access to the slides, which will be uploaded after the class. And that is the seventh one. So this student simply wrote the number of the ad. As you can see, some of them that she got wrong, she put the right answer. For the first one, she got testimonial, but she put the right answer as bandwagon. She got the last one right. She got the fifth and sixth wrong, but like I said, she wrote the right answers. Fourth one, she got it right. Number 3, she got it wrong. Number 2, she got it right. So like I said, after the presentation, for the students that were not in class, I will add the notes and mission. And I can add this slides right on there. Now the students that were not in class today will actually have access to this and read over the definitions of the techniques, and they can even see the different practices that their classmates were able to complete during class. Now, after they leave class, I'm going to upload this, and I am also going to upload an assignment. This will be propaganda in your everyday lives. See the attached document. Answer the following prompt. Actually, there's only one prompt, so let's say answer the prompt. And here we go. And I'm gonna have students have a copy for each. And once it's assigned, once again, every student will have a copy. In 2-paragraph response, answer the following prompt. How is propaganda a part of your daily life? Provide evidence. So this is going to be due tomorrow. And let's see a student sample right here. So this is the student sample. Propaganda is part of my life because it is everywhere. People think they don't see anything related to propaganda. The truth is that they sometimes do propaganda to get something, to show something, to relate to something, and it is everywhere. People use it to show off, to prove something. Propaganda is mostly always used to do something bad. Sometimes, and I say sometimes, People use it to prove the truth. People use it to prove that the brand is good, but in reality, it is to get you broke, meaning leaving you without money. Propaganda will mostly always be used to make you think different. Propaganda will make you believe in something you never wanted to believe. It will mix your feelings. It will confuse you, and you won't know what you actually believed in anymore. So yes, propaganda is in my life. It is everywhere. It is even at school. The posters they put up on the walls, the DNC poster, the Kiki poster, homecoming, and gear up posters. Everything is used to make you think different because they use propaganda. Yes, propaganda is in my life. After this is due, I will talk about an assignment in class, which will be given to the students and start their project. They will create some slides, a slideshow that they will have to present to the class. That is what I am uploading right now. And propaganda presentation. What I can do is I'm going to copy what I wrote on the slides. If it lets me, there we go. And quick edit there. I think I'm going to go with this. So this will be 100 points, and I will assign it to them. Here are the slides. So I'm actually going to give my students enough class period, which is about 50 minutes, to simply do the research, choose any ad they want. They're probably going to choose between 2 to 3 and then narrow it down. I do have a paraprofessional in the classroom for students that receive some resource minutes, and the paraprofessional is also kind enough to help with the other students in the class if they have any clarification questions. So after that, the students are going to present, and I will have this student as a sample. Let's see her presentation. First of all, let me show you that there are a minimum of 4 slides. Introduction, a slide that clearly displays the propaganda. It explains the propaganda, and it explains which rhetorical appeal is most prominent. So let's see how this student does. This is an ad for Diet Coke, as it is seen right here. It says the perfect duet, which is Taylor Swift, Diet Coke, Stay Extraordinary. She is writing some music on her guitar as she is drinking her Coke. This is, as the student says, a testimonial, and she gives us the reasons why. What is a testimonial? This is when someone is trying to endorse something by using a famous person. These are her 3 rationales. They want people to want their product. They use people we love or know to get our attention, and they believe we will listen to them. Some other examples, besides Taylor Swift and Diet Coke, are Adam Levine and Justin Bieber with Proactive. Awesome. And the rhetorical appeal. The student says it is pathos because it is using your emotions to get what you want. It can't be logos because this isn't right for wrong, which is true. And it is a bit of ethos because it uses the trust and emotions you have for this famous person to get you interested, which is true. If a person really likes Taylor Swift and sees Taylor Swift drinking Diet Coke, the person may want to drink Diet Coke. But if the person dislikes Taylor Swift, then I don't think they're going to want to drink Diet Coke either. That was a good presentation by the student. So the next class period or two, depending on the pacing of these students, will be going through presentations. So the students will present in class. For students that are absent, that's okay. Once they get back to class, they will be given an opportunity to present their presentation and their ad to their classmates. Now, after this, the last part of this activity is a reflection assignment. And I will upload the file again, right here. Let's copy for each. Propaganda reflection. Write a 2-paragraph response to the following prompt. There we go, and the students can access this. How is your chosen piece of propaganda influencing the way people in society think? Is it making a positive or negative contribution? So this is just a reflection, but they are going to be graded, and that is why I did put 100 points on there, right here. Let's make a due date, assuming they presented these days. Let's go Friday, and let's save it. There we go. Now, let us see a student reflection. These are all from the same student, by the way, all these samples. So, for my image, I chose one that reflects testimonial propaganda. The item that is being advertised is a can of Diet Coke soda. The real attention grabber is who is holding it, Taylor Swift. This fits testimonial because the definition of testimonial is when a famous person or figure endorses and supports a product. The famous person is Taylor Swift, and she's endorsing the Diet Coke. The artist is well-known and loved by many. Anyone that sees it will think, wow, she drinks it too. It makes the drink look more appealing to the watchers. It makes them question if they are thirsty or if they want that drink. Awesome. It does not have a negative outcome. It is a bit positive. There's nothing negative about her or a Coke soda within this advertisement. They just cause viewers to want a soda. They look up and want to be these famous people. Eat what they eat, drink what they drink, do the same diets as them. It also promotes the artist and her music, causing people to think they should listen to them more. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just an ad. It has a positive contribution for the company and the artist. That is a very important statement that she pointed out. And that is the last part of this unit. So it started with the propaganda notes. If the students were not in class, they were able to access the PowerPoint. And they had a homework assignment with these propaganda questions. How is propaganda part of your daily life? And then they were introduced to the presentation. And lastly, they had to answer their reflection. So this is my flipped classroom. Thank you for taking your time to watch. Hopefully you understood or got something out of this presentation. And if you have any questions, whether on the topic or how to use Google Classroom, please leave a comment or privately message me, and I will be gladly to help you. Thank you.